the country and led by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. And therefore, when we call it the People's Manifesto, or that we are resetting Ghana, this is not a decision a few of us have made indoors. This is our collective responsibility and our collective strategy, having come to the collective realization that we need to move in another direction. So, I also want to recognize Professor Danso Boafo, the chair of all the efforts. I've never seen anyone so patient, so focused, so determined. Prof, thank you so much. We really, really appreciate all the work, all the sacrifices, all the tolerance that you have put in order to bring us here today. And of course, all the members too. And again, to all those who made Association Loop and Abidjan Close their second and third homes, I want to say ayuko to all of you. It has been a long walk, but we have arrived at the right destination. So we are not complaining. Actually, we are just happy. So, this launch today is the result of a visionary initiative commissioned by His Excellency Mahama some 4 years ago, and it has sustained us in the policy direction through its incubation right to its evolution and the launch today. With foresight, His Excellency asked for the beginning of crafting of what might someday become a manifesto. And even if it didn't, it would have been the collection of thoughts, the collection of strategies that we might hand over to another group. And since it's all within the party, there was no problem. So, over the past 4 years, we have engaged in countless discussions, debates, we have come to agreements and compromises, and refined many drafts and revisions to bring this document to life. We came from the party, but also from stakeholder organizations, civil society, many other concerned groups, anyone who wished to be part of the drive to change things for the better. Therefore, we have included input from private citizens because that is also very important. As a party, we have a proud tradition of listening to diverse perspectives. As is often said here in the Central Region, those standing behind us have the clearest view of whether the path we are laying is straight or not. This philosophy has resulted in what is being launched today, which is truly a collective document shaped by contributions from Ghanaians from all walks of life, regardless. So, what we are proposing, in collaboration with Ghanaians at home and across the globe, is what it is that has been elaborately conveyed by His Excellency and a couple of persons. I wish to begin with education. The NDC remains unwavering in its commitment to quality and accessible education for all Ghanaian children, from kindergarten through senior high school to the university and beyond. Education is the bedrock of national development, and we are determined to ensure that every child, no matter their background, has access to a conducive learning environment. To achieve this, we will prioritize personnel quality, provision of infrastructure and learning material, and especially the relevance of what the learners are acquiring towards our future development. And we will pay particular attention to our schools in the rural areas and in deprived areas. Having said that, what I'm trying to say is that the education goes beyond the infrastructure, although that is basic, it is fundamental. It ought to have been there, but it has not been. And that is why we pay attention to it. And we also pay attention to the quality of the facilitators of the whole learning process. And that explains why we keep raising the quality of teacher preparation and teacher training. Vocational and technical education is a very important area of focus. With approximately 70% of our population under the age of 30 and 50% under the age of 18, it is imperative that we prepare our youth for the job market. And I would like to plead here that we look at our semantics again. If somebody went to the vocational school, it is because he is so endowed to go there. It is not so much because he couldn't. We need to tone that language so that the students will feel appreciated and will feel encouraged and will know that we appreciate them also for the talent that God has given them. We know without them, all the value addition and so on may elude us. Our manifesto also emphasizes digital literacy, and I think my boss has spoken at length on that. But our vision is very clear. We want and will support an education system that prepares every Ghanaian child for a bright future, and a child who is rooted in their global knowledge through our rich cultural legacy. We consider this to be very, very important. And therefore, all the things that have been spoken about in education support this philosophical underpinning. Now, let me highlight our women. We recognize the role of women, and Shamima, thanks for emphasizing all of it. It's very, very important, and we agree with you. But distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you also know in this country where we stand as women. In fact, before I go on, where are the women here? If you don't mind, I'd like all the women to stand just for a moment. Actually, we've been sitting for too long, so it's okay. And I want all of you to clap in appreciation. I want you all to clap in appreciation for what the NDC and what His Excellency John Dramani Mahama has done for us. By bringing one of us into the public light, he has brought all of us. Thank you very much. You may sit down. So, Echi, we want to thank you very, very much. And you know, as women, we have all kinds of peculiar problems that only we know, that only we experience. He already talked about how our bodies naturally function and how that can even stop us from moving forward. It is not by accident that when you look at enrollment from P1 to P3, it's almost stable. But you look at P3 to P6, the drop comes after P6, and you ask yourself, why is this happening? And now we know why. And so we made a bold step to ensure that girls can also go to school, stay in school, move up as high as they can, and realize the potential in them. And of course, our bodies didn't just start functioning that way. It's just been who we are. We also know our economic challenges more than others. And what are some of them? For all kinds of reasons, we are not able to stay in school, and that is something we are going to work on aggressively, to remove all the bottlenecks, to remove all the obstacles that prevent girls from moving up. But meanwhile, a lot of us are up there already, and we may have missed a few things. So what happens? It is not by accident again that in this country, many, many women are in the small-scale businesses. Na yenso ni enyim faso no anamoboa mesiafo no wa ha aze na yeton ana yenton aze yeton aze enye jeti kasibia po na ye hwehwe na ye kɔhe yankɔ ye papa hɔ a ye bɔkɔ nana ne fie yankɔ nana ne fie nda MP sukran we hu amende wo MP de bebia na rekɔ ne fie ana e bɔkɔ wo fa ne fie ana amoboa ana e bɔkɔ ba benyi ne fie denti na nkɔ ba besia no o se ne nyim de onyi bi denti na onyi bi ehwa inum ye nsama ye rebisa. So what's the solution to all of this? Or we'll go and borrow. Which bank? The bank will say, bring a collateral. What is it? The papers to your car. Na car na ye will be a. Truck on the phone wire some. And then stood up for what done the papers, bra. What am I to bushia fee? I don't know one could take a far a bushiana crate, na ezuko that's a kajabusian. In such a bank, the entire coho. So then what do? We go to somebody who will lend us money. Yes, he will lend us the money, but the interest on that money is not even what we are seeing as 40% from the banks. Sometimes 100 or more. Ebusha from a bois. Say who the mamanzin. In say fee ya done. Ena yako bank on ye, any a cobobosia or soon. Into ye bayadan. Into here abana oti mesiafase. In here political party a obu mesiafo. Na party onye mohe. Onye National Democratic Congress. Nenya president so obu mesiafo. Oti mesiafo wonsu. Ibiko onye wana. Onye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Na wakeye nyina yensira bom. Na wakade into ye bayadan. Into ye pedi etako ye papa ho. Etako ho po a ho ayebufu anamoboa. Wabaka ho zaachiro na de bebi arabaze oto na aza na wagbaka na enya hia na yapede ye boka wo asam na motinyin enti yes okay sadamza abane hwehwe hia ye bank mahin ye pia bank oti he na ase ye mpia bank obaka da ye nkafa collateral mbra ye nyibi ye mpa bank obaka da ye nkafa ye ka no hu papers mbra he na asase kakrakan he na ejapa ye nyibi. Into what's you? What's it? Obey handed. Into so what can they a women's development banker? O say Samodo. And ya Samodo could say in your day. Yen yes, the canton as oh. Or yen send you to Mississippi or hand out brabum. If you are poor, nyawo pie, so baby aqua kitchen and more day yen. A bush of fast mamma what I say. And I want to say, what I say. Ibisu or what? Akobonne bosian akwachaku na kwato collection obako ho zaachiro into your account so akwato collection ana amaboa obafa nwem owuto creative wanyim da wa na onyero kasa no abaraba endemigina wa bu yechi mo be yebopu e yebohwe ezena kaw it's a women's development bank no or the sikano monda bosian isi hu ho a or the phone boko onye wa ye nhihye papa oba more advisory services oba guide oba mental no danda no obodo baby no na mfaso ebenya na ehu a o sanda mfaso no so chen isi hu na erekotua no ebotum disika ne bi eza hye wazu tonim obodo baby na wo capital no retraw ana na business no orinyin na wo faso no na so margin na ndo de eke da wo fa ne papa no ho na so ko ama on haircut into onyaze ebotum ya kokohopi. It's a women's development bank in Oruba. It is here to empower female entrepreneurs and small business owners by providing low-interest loans, financial education, and sustainable support. These initiatives will create job opportunities and break down the financial barriers that many women face when starting and sustaining business. Anti so business no so o so ehwan ni enjuma doso anambwa emesiafo njinzire enjuma doso say ekofie nti asem America emenyimfo na aja atuma ama dentra o send on ho asokra won kwan murubu anamboa say ya badodo nti say si ana ya atu do no so ai free ana nti menyimfo no account menyimfo no won bon se mesiafo. Oh, so much baby, no Sunday. The man's your papa. So this initiative comes as no surprise to some of us, because we have been long aware of NDC's long-standing commitment to gender equality and women's empowerment as essential pillars of national progress. And we know what our predecessors in the PNDC to the December Women's Movement and all did. It is also not surprising that it is NDC that pays attention to markets. We have heard of KJT, even if you haven't gone there. We have heard of Kotokraba and so many other markets. And sometimes you are driving or walking by, and the women who are converting our raw material, adding value, are the ones sitting under some shed, the floor not even cemented, no washroom, nothing for their children. And in the end, you ask, so who buys the material and at what cost? So they need help in this area too. And you know, America today, say begoya once the can one pose when you dado. Mankesim, am I tonazo or mankesim? What's the can? And I was in can. Makola, oh no, yemi. Allo no baby. What's all the can? Na me busuafo me pia wan sam na wa egomuno wa market mankani ya won fanchem te banki lanya wo so bank ka ho I don't want them into obia ka ho obiara beye bi asama yer kanyen na ewie so ne ba employment ayamba ya wonye adwuma ye ono so boss aka ne 24-hour economy nizi obia ajatu na wo me yembo nsem me youth no one way and bonsom my but the power so 133. As I not to phone boko. Share a pede quit and you use in your jumata. I will from one. Jiwanutum or what say was I bida. Fenin out to enchant. Jiwanutum as I some no you. Ebusian for than Obo Drew. Was it when I baba? Now journalists obey Juma. Into 24-hour economy, the main can want some Sunday. Yenra, Wabaka was MP, may in answer Yata say. No, Piada make a health care kakra. And we are now promoting in a numo how honestly Yati Nadama, not to the enemy, so Damawabo Heno, a Hensuya, Yanzimote. Into a baby damnaze, Chief's compound and Abian hen. And yes, I'm from us to Hana Kuku. And of far Kesa, whom I chain as one hospital. Sister Samaboa. Into the Mina Bibi Bianawa. And say one's a me or warrior. Nessa or friend Hano Sa. I hear she as the Angelica Crabakawa. And I did ways you announce them. Into baby or Mancado, have mercy a phone call. No way, and maybe was a Chuchua Bechi. Sister, what's a cocoa win him? Kuko wenyim nefes wenyu adoda Maria no odo obi so otene ye enye mo ho ariya mo bi no ho na nhira do owo nse busuafo nda ya atene pi ya beda obi a wa bakasa wo ha obi a wa ba kire na adwen oho na wa aba oho na wo aboa no oho na wo tene dem yes ye da ho na se. So this manifesto is not a set of attractive or empty promises. It is a roadmap to a better future for every Ghanaian. It is also our social democratic blueprint for building the Ghana we all want together. Together, for say atase, obia so na hozen, obia ni nyimizi, obia nember, obia na zeka ho, ni yetumi ye pia ye ho, ye za akwenyim. Nso onye do president na nko no no problem onye no problem oye he nyina ye problem na mu wenyi dadodo bia so baba wa baye mobotum na ya asesa bebi ayete ya asesa he na ebusua ya asesa nzemepi na oma no afa ne ntempa we fra nti damna na ocha da bra party ne eto man ebra party na ote he na ase ebra party na oba oye mpuntudwuma yanto abanje hwe yeto aba de mpuntu djuma embra Yes, development is our goal. Anna, incident in Yaba, Yanda, Dana, Kushina, slangs bina, but the slogan on for Quenim, in your Nina Yaba, Yaba, we are confident in the victory ahead. And the NDC has a good track record as well as a renewed vision. We are motivated by confidence in our skills and the goodwill of our fellow citizens. Progress is within our reach and the reach of every Ghanaian, regardless your age, religion, whatever that differentiates you. And we are here to present something very, very meaningful to reset Ghana. It's going to be hard work, but you and I know that by the grace of God, we will get there. So to vote for the NDC is to put your trust in the statement that Ghana can get better. Thank you very much.
Obedience da beba, obedience to beba, obedience nyam beba o yantio e bobo makade. Obedience da beba, oh. Come on, yes one now, now so one more time. Where you green the money you want us here? Come on, oh yantoma. You're beautiful. You cook Wabia. Honorable. You cook Wasam. Aha. Listen, come on, everybody, come. Ladies, are you here? Are you ready? Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. You good new dear. That's it. Come on, Pabbo. Everybody. Listen, Oswa was suye, where you were free more. I'm an hour common, Yami, where you were free more. Yes, you'll be there, Mammy. You're trying up, Mammy. Now you can't tell who's so, oh, yeah, Oswaye suye, where you every more. I'm a near common, Yami, where you every more. Yes, so be dear mine, you're trying up mine. Now you can't tell me who you're so sad. That's it. And so more than what's the name of man? I want to know what it is. This is the only thing I'm mission I would say. I'm the one that said to you, yes, that's all. I see them. I was not for you. I was at the Papa say. Papa say, won't go anymore, won't go anymore. I see them. I see them. I see them. Thank you.
Remain standing. Joe boy. Oh, those of you at the top, are you ready for the second coming of John Mahama? Then let me see your hand. Let me see your hand. Let's welcome back to the stage our father, our leader, our hope, Ghana's hope of a better future, the nation builder, the flag bearer, and the incoming president of the Republic of Ghana, His Excellency, His Excellency, His Excellency, His Excellency, His Excellency, His Excellency, John Dramani Mahama.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Shout out to all our supporters outside. I can see that there are more of them outside than inside this hall. Thank you all very much for your love for the NDC party. First, I will go through our 120-day social contract, the things we'll do in the first 120 days after we leave Independence Square on 7th January 2025. And then after that, I'll call our General Secretary and our Chairman and Nana Jane to join me up here so that we launch the manifesto. So, one, we'll put in place a robust code of conduct and standards for all government officials in line with the principles of ethical leadership, modesty, humility, integrity, and accountability. We'll nominate all our cabinet ministers for parliamentary approval within the first 14 days in office. We would have named all our cabinet ministers. We'll constitute the leanest and most efficient government in the history of the Fourth Republic in the first 90 days in office. We'll hold a national economic dialogue to discuss the true state of the economy and prepare a homegrown fiscal consolidation program to guide the budget. Number 5, we'll commence the drafting of needed legal amendments and preparation for the implementation of the 24-hour economy policy under the Office of the President. Number 6, we will establish an accelerated Export Development Council, which I will personally chair, to promote exports as part of a broader strategy for economic transformation. Number 7, we'll convene a national consultative conference on education with CHAS, NAGRAT, NAT, CCT, NAPS, CETAG, Vice Chancellor Ghana, PRINCOF, TEWU, UTAG, PTAs, students, think tanks, academia, parents, and other stakeholders to build consensus on the improvement of our education sector, including the free SHS. Number 8, we'll scrap the following draconian taxes to alleviate hardship and ease the high cost of doing business in our first 90 days in office. 1, e-levy. 2, COVID levy. 3, betting tax. 4, emissions levy. And we'll review taxes and levies on vehicles and equipment imported into the country for industrial and agricultural purposes. 9, we'll introduce the no academic fee stress policy for all first-year students in public tertiary educational institutions, in universities, in technical universities, in polytechnics, colleges of education, nursing training institutions, under our no fee stress initiative. We will budget for this, and the money will be given to the Student Loan Trust. It will register all the level 100 students, and it will pay the money to their universities on their behalf so that they don't have to go and pay anything. It will be a grant. It's not be a loan. It will be a grant, so they don't have to pay for it. 10, we'll introduce the following social intervention policies. 1, free tertiary education for persons with disability. The Ghana Medical Care Trust Fund, which will be a fund that will help the treatment of kidney ailments, hypertension, heart disease, high blood pressure, and all those kinds of things. We'll commence within 120 days the distribution of free sanitary pads to female students in basic and secondary schools. 11, we will institute inquiries or forensic audits into the following matters of public interest. 1, MPP's collapse of indigenous Ghanaian banks and financial institutions at a supposed cost of 25 billion Ghana cedis. We'll institute an audit into the illegal printing of money by the Bank of Ghana to finance the corrupt Akufo-Addo Biomnia administration. We'll investigate the 58 million National Cathedral scandal. We'll investigate the COVID-19 expenditure scandal. We'll investigate corruption scandals including the PDS, Ejapa, SML, ambulance spare parts, 13th All-African Games, SkyTrain, Kwalugu Dam, mass sets, Galamsey fraud, missing excavators, missing tricycles, illegal and inflated single source contracts, bus scandals, and many others. We institute a government policy banning all political appointees and politically exposed persons from buying any state assets. We allocate seed money within 120 days for the establishment of the Women's Development Bank to support women-owned and women-led businesses. We will launch the following priority job creation programs in the budget. The first is Ejumawura, that is the entrepreneurial project to promote 10,000 young entrepreneurs and mentor them. The 1 million coders program will roll out a Made in Ghana agenda to promote the production and consumption of locally produced goods, particularly through leveraging of government spending power. 15, we'll review the Customs Amendment Act 2020 to scrap the law banning the importation of salvage vehicles, to rescue the local automotive industry in Swami Magazine, Konkombe, Aboso Okai, and all others. 16, we will lay before Parliament a new bill to usher in a new era of government scholarship administration, which will, among others, prohibit political appointees from accessing government scholarships and eliminate political patronage, cronyism, nepotism, and corruption in the award of government scholarships. We will make the scholarships process transparent, publish the names of everybody who is given a scholarship so that the whole country will know who are getting those scholarships. 17, we will aggressively confront That's number 3. Number 3 is not a small position. We will aggressively confront the illegal mining menace and place a ban on illegal and new mining activities in forest reserve and roll out our Tree for Life and Blue Water initiative to heal and sustainably harness the environment by turning areas and water bodies degraded by illegal mining into economic and ecological recovery hubs. 18, we will launch the Black Star Experience. Unfortunately, the paper on creative industry couldn't be read because we've run out of time. But in there, there's what we call the Black Star Experience. It's our major creative industry and tourism initiative. So the Black Star Experience will be launched. It's an initiative as Ghana's flagship culture, arts, creative industry, and tourism brand to transform Ghana into a preferred hub for creative industry and tourism. 19, we will commence investigative processes to purge state security agencies of all militia and vigilante elements who are causing havoc in our country. 20, we will reopen investigations into major unresolved criminal cases, including the 2020 election killings, Ayawaso West Wagomba election violence, murder of Ahmed Swale and Silas Wulo Chame. 21, will initiate a probe into the man-made disaster caused by the VRA spillage from the Akosombo and Kon dams that displaced and destroyed the livelihoods of thousands of citizens in the Volta region. And we will take immediate steps to provide compensation for the victims, including those in the lower Volta, those in Oti, those in Bunu East, those in the Savannah regions, and other areas that were affected by the flooding. Ezu will carry out a shake-up. We'll carry out a shake-up of all loss-making SOEs and realign them to break even and transition into profit-making. This is a social contract with the people. A lot of people ask me, you're going to find an economy in a mess. How are you going to handle all this? We're going to realign our expenditure. We're going to cut out waste. We'll realign the budget so that we can create more fiscal space in order to finance these projects. We're going to use innovative methods to raise the resources so that we can finance these projects. We're going to prioritize, strictly prioritize, and select the most important projects that will create immediate benefits for the people of Ghana. We're going to put our money where our mouths are. That is what a new NDC government is going to do. Ezu, iya maza de mata, danwaina, nago de kore. Ezu, manya munache, wanda ya gwada maka soyayya, ya kamata ke maka gwada mashi soyayya. Ezu, don shi ne ana faɗi wai so mai sonka. Yanda zongoni suka gwada muna soyayya, insha Allah, ale ba mu karfi, e ba mu iko, mu ma mu gwada musu soyayya haka nan. Ezu, don shi ne keni na Sadiq ya faɗi, wai insha Allah, in muka zo, mu duka mun sani kaman zuwa Mecca ya zama one of the 5 pillars of Islam. Amma yau saboda kudin da ya kamata a biya a je Mecca, mutanenmu, iyayenmu, maza da mata da yawansu sun yi niyya su je Mecca amma ba su yi. Idan Allah ya ba mu mulki, muka zo za mu rage kudin Mecca ne, kowa nde ayi niansi esamu yeje ezu eza karshen mangana na mun sani watan Ramadan in za yi azumi ana duba watani kamun a fara Ramadan in za kwance azumi ana duba ni a gani wata tukun a kwance don shi kowane lokaci ya zo yi kaman waranga sun ci sallah yau gobe waranga kuma su ci sallah don shi abinda za mu yi mu kawo zaman lafiya kowa ya ji dadin sallah za mu kara za mu kara ranar hutawa guda shine ana turawa na cira holiday za mu kara guda a kan idil fitr don shi in wayan ga sun kwance yau sun ci sallah yau waɗanda sun kwance gobe su ma su samu su ci sallansu yau dai hausan Kano na ya zo sosai ba wasa ba at this juncture I want to invite my running mate, Professor Jenana Opokwajiman, our national chairman, General Mosquito Johnson Asiedu Ketia, our general secretary, Fifi Fiabekwete, and our minority leader, the Honorable Ato Kesil Paulson, to all join me up here so that we can launch the manifesto. Yeah. Where's the parliamentary candidate for Winneba? Join us up here. Launching two versions of the manifesto today. The manifesto itself and then the Braille version for the visually impaired. We're launching both today. So on behalf of the good people of Ghana, the national executives, the rank and file of the National Democratic Congress, and the youth and women of Ghana, I have the honor and privilege to launch the 2024 Resetting Ghana for Jobs, Accountability and Prosperity Manifesto today. I consider it duly launched.
Uhasa wamama omonsa Sweden na che say hip 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 uwe wamo apa hontma awie emunsam na papa no bi na wamo abobom amayahu no womu tiri mu po a wosusu se wode to Ghana ya mamra no ho a obetimi agina so na wode aboa Ghana was they are resetting Ghana na chere se bia Ghana akwaduro no NDC amanyoko susu se enema bi achia kwan na entene se de wo mo hwehwe no enti a wosa wo mo hyehye no foforo eno ho ena wo makwakopa wo mo campaign no ensem a ewom eho di ede akyerɛ a we wokoye no Ogwai Cape Coast ena yati ebienu bebre ena wo mabobɔ so eti ubetimi ewde fa ni nyina bra na minyi ni mako eti ahonsam na no resetting Ghana jobs accountability prosperity na cha say yes sa Ghana bebia empempenso ayewo no na fe ye de akọ eye adwuma akwanya ye bebia mamafo nya biaye ye guso ye bia adwuma akwanya no so na ye hwe say enkontabuo frenchim eye adwuma na de akoye yomo eno ne bebre ya wo mu chiche mu bobo so a ema yetia ababedru sa empempenso we ye John Dramani Mahama akasa owie ye no odane akasa mu no edema yera atofo sen na sisi ye ye kasa Sami Jamfi asanya babeji akasa mu no ntie nkotie de ekoso ewo Ogwai
since for various sectors of the manifesto, and at this stage I would like to call out their names for the benefit of the media. From here, they will begin to speak on the various thematic areas in the manifesto. Choboy. So on finance, our spokespersons are 3. Do you know the man who has been keeping Walawale Adam Smith in check? Choboy. Honorable Isaac Adongo, MP for Bolegasa Tanga Central. We also have Dr. Johnson Esiema, and we also have Honorable Mona Kote for finance. For business development, trade and industry, we have Dr. Eben Anowa Ama, Obobia Dakuopoku, and Alhajia Sajida Shiraz. Choboy. On jobs, we have Mr. Guzi Obuadum Tano, Michael Abe, and Mavis Lamisi Apeliba, the 133 lady. Choboy. On food and agriculture and agribusiness, we have Honorable Eric Opoku, Dr. Buama Otukono, and Mr. Harry Yamson. Choboy. On education, we have Honorable Clementa Park, Professor George K. Teodro, and Kwame Alovi. Choboy. On health, we have Honorable Minta Kando, Dr. Jehuapia, and Professor Titus K. Beyo, former Secretary of the Ghana Medical Association, just like Dr. Jehuapia. Choboy. On energy, we have the MP for Yape Kusegu, Honorable John Jenapo, and Honorable Edward Bauer. On infrastructure, we have the incoming Member of Parliament for AAK, Felix Ofosukwache, and the MP for Adaklu, and our Chief Whip in Parliament, Honorable Kwame Agboja, and Mr. Regent Anamo. On youth development, we have Julian Kobner, Anthony Julius, and Dr. Samiaye. Sports development, Dr. Fred Awa, Edem Agbana, and Kwamrache Stuttgart. Gender and social protection, Nana Oye Bampu Ado, and Shamima Muslim. Zongo development, we have Mustafa Abubakari, Alhaji Mohamed Naziru, and Baba Sadiq. Security, Honorable Peter Lancheni Tobu, MP for our West, and Honorable Prosper Bani. Governance, the son of man, Honorable Samuel Okujetua Blakwa, Honorable Sylvester Mensah, and Emilia Afi Agbenyo. Communications and ICT, if you like, digitalization, Honorable Sam George Jata, and Divine Kaujodi. Mining, Anthony Oben, Prosper Hoitu, and Raymond Nana Eba. Tourism and Creative Arts, E.B. Bright, Rex Omar, and K.O.D. Choboy! Kobia.
Thank you very much. Where is Nana Oyeleta? We need you to give us a vote of thanks so that we can end this. It's been a very, very beautiful ceremony. Thank you very much, Nana. Hard-working Nana Oyeleta. You look tired, but we'll finish this. Thank you. I love you too. Today is a historic day. Ayazu! Ayazu! Ayaza! Ayazu! We have made
history in Winneba today. You all accept that the NDC spirit has been rekindled. We are ready, we are battle ready to march on to victory on the 7th of December 2024. Tobwe, we are going to reset Ghana. We are here in the central region today where it all started with the bond of 1844. This is the independence of Ghana. This is the reset and the rebirth. We forge ahead. I'd like to say a big thank you to our able nation builder, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the next president of the Republic of Ghana. It has been prophesied, it will happen. Thank you to Professor Nana Jane Opoku Ajiman. You attended every single meeting. Nananum, Nime, Name, we are very grateful to you for attending, and all the religious leaders. Yadase Papa. Our Council of Elders, you sat with us for 3 hours and gave us pearls of wisdom for this unique Resetting Ghana Manifesto. We are grateful. The National Executive Committee, led by Chairman General Asiedu Nketia, we thank you very much for this. The Diplomatic Corps, you have participated fully in this launch. We are grateful to you, to civil society, to the media. We deeply appreciate your presence. Thank you to the Manifesto Committee Chairman, the committees, and all the members of the 22 committees that we had. They had a lot of tea, they had a lot of sandwich for a very good cause. To the Secretariat, well done for a great job. To all the stakeholders who met with us and submitted memoranda, we are grateful to you. The Manifesto Launch Planning Committee, you all agree they have done a great job. Let's clap for them. Led by Dr. Peter Buama Otokono, Barbara Sewa Samoa, Sami Jemfi Beaches, Annan Ludwig, Elvis, Elikem Kotoku, Dr. Hoffman, Prof. Richard Asiedu, Gabriel Nikomi Adams, Mike Derry, security led by Honorable Prosper Bani, Lawrence Atachi, and Mandy Otri. Thank you all very much. As we go to our communities, branch, ward, constituency, region, national, we march forward to victory in December 2024. Ayezu, thank you.
Boy, we started with God and we are ending with God with a Muslim prayer. But after the prayer, don't go, because we have a surprise artist here who will close us before we go home. Kwesi Swat is in the house. Oh, the one who fire. Oh, he's here. But we will do that after the Muslim closing prayer. Choboy.
Shall we invite Sheikh Ishaq Abdallah, Regional Imam of the Ghana Muslim Mission? Sheikh Ishaq Abdallah, are you here? Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ayazu! Ayazu! If not NDC, will I be here? If not NDC, will I be here? If not His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, will I be here? With my backbones, Honorable Harun and Honorable Mutaka, and my constituency MP, Honorable Atofosen, I want to say to our upcoming President,
John Dramani Muhammad, that Allah stated in the Quran, chapter 48, verse 1, that verily we have given you a manifest victory. He said once again, and complete his favor on you, our Excellency John Dramani Muhammad, and guide you on the straight path. He said once again, and that Allah may help you with strong victory. May He do so. Let us all support me with a sincere heart that we are coming to pray for our upcoming president. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله الذي هدانا هذا اليوم المبارك الذي بنعمته تتم الصالحات. نحمدك بحمدا كثيرا. اللهم صل وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه والأخيار وسلم تسليما كثيرا. اللهم تسمع كلامنا وترى مكاننا وتعلم سرنا وعلانيتنا. لا يخفى عليك شيء من أمرنا. لا إله إلا أنت سبحان إنك على كل شيء قدير. اللهم تؤتي الملك من تشاء وتعز من تشاء وتذل من تشاء بيدك الخير. نترك رئيسنا جون دراماني محمد في يدك. اللهم اجعل رئيسا في غانا. اللهم اجعل رئيسا في غانا. اللهم اجعل رئيسا في غانا. اللهم إن كان النصر في السماء فانزلوا إليه وإن كان في يميني فانزلوا إليه وإن كان أمامه فقربوا إليه. لا إله إلا أنت سبحانك إنك أنت السميع الدعاء. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه والأخيار وسلم تسليما كثيرا. أمين سبحانك ربك العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. آمين.
Actabel! Actabel! Make some noise for Kwesi Swat!
Yeah, 2024 general elections no manifesto no omakwakopa eho entima na menu ahema sechua ewa hanmo woma wie apon kra obi ade aba obi esi ade obi ade aba ye presidential candidates no obi ade ne de aba kese no nyina ala aba Dr. Baomi aba na wenso JDM so ade ne de aba na yabawo boso tetetetetew senia ensemo de tu dwa no na sechua ade na wote me tie
Ofa sese baby baako eho hia mepa Gender and Children Social Protection. Esanse enkokora ene mmaba emmofra tichu mama womun nsam kan wo Ghana hana akwakọ ebibie wo ho. Enti Shamima ensama oka ye efa woni adidem ene nkwala mayiwa wɔn mo fichi kromu sɛ yɛbɛma wɔn sanitary pad ɛne nkeka ho ɛno so dwadramani mahama ɛde to dwa no wɔfa mani agye ho na wohwɛ obi bɛsɛ kwankyɛ mu ha deɛ ɛho sɛ mpanifo ɛkasa a yɛno nyinaa yɛho wɔn ministry yɛho atofo sense wɔkɔ finance ministry ɛna sɛ yɛho sɛ erikopoku nso so agric ministry hɔ na ɔbɛsan akɔ ɛna baba Sadiq deɛ sɛ zongo development fund na hwɛ yi a ɔbɛkɔ akɔda no ɛhɔ na mehu sɛ ahwɛ de ne bɛkɔ akɔhyɛ ɛna ɔmo aka nso na utie ensɛm a yɛwura atofo sen ɛde to dwa no a ɛfa VAT 28% highest in Africa yɛde get fund akɔhyɛm yɛde covid akɔhyɛm NHIS akɔhyɛm ama sɛ ama wɔn yɛdi dwa a wɔn mutua VAT no sika a wɔn mutua no akɔsoro dodo atofo sen kyerɛ sɛ nyakopɔn yɛ adom no mba bɛyɛ ba bebu ɔman na wɔn bɛyi NHIA ɛne get fund na frim na afei so covid levy no krampo de wɔn bɛtwam kraa ɛno no megye di sɛ dwadini bia wɔwɔ Ghana hanom te yɛ n'ani bɛgye sɛ ɔmo yɛ a nkabɛma ne ho atɔ no paa ɛna afei so baako ɔka yɛ companies asese ɔmo relocate efiri Ghana na nsɛn a saa delivery company a wɔn use yellow label yi wɔn nso so saa wɔn afiri ha companies bebree ɛna no wɔn headquarters ɛwɔ Ghana wɔn afiri ha ne nyinaa ɛyɛ taxes a ebu wɔn kɔn mu nti so wɔn ahunu ɛde ahyɛ wɔn manifesto mu sɛ nyame yɛ adom wɔn bebu man no na sɛ wɔn bɛyi afiri hɔ nom a megye di sɛ ɛyɛ deɛ bɛboa Ghanafoɔ bebree afei ɛno akyi no Ghanafoɔ na no na yɛ news yɛ yi wɔfa na menoa na ɛwɔ hanom ɛna yɛsɛ yɛde nurses ɛkɔ Bahamas ama ɔmo akɔ yɛ adwuma ɛwɔ hɔ wɔn mpɛ aba freshfoɔ no wɔn pɛ ɔmo ayɛ adwuma no akyɛ na ɔmo abɛn ɔmo nim adwuma no ɛna Bahamas abɛn ho so ɔmo bɛboa ne nkorɔfoɔ na yɛn de aba fresh no mfa yɛnyɛ practicals na ɔmo bia ɔno aba abɛfo ɔmo akɔ ɛna ɔmo ka sɛ deɛ ama abɛnfo ɛwɔ Ghana ha enyina yakɔ aburokyira akɔpɛ bibia bɔ ɔmo ntema no ɔmo ba ɔmo bɛhwɛ aka ho asɛm wei bi si yɛ ɛbra yɛ mampani dada John Ajekum Kofoɔ no ɔhɔ no brain drain ya na abemfo no nyinaa obia e free Ghana ha ma ɔmo pɛ akwan ahodo a ɔmo bɛ mo ɔmo ho atɔ ɔmo bi ti sɛ yɛde ba sɛ ɛyɛ teachers ɛne nurses saw kraka ɛba Ghana ha na wuntua taxes bi ɛwɔ ho ɛnɛ ni nyinaa twam ama yɛbu aguma ma ahokyerɛ na se aba ma ɔmo kɔ enti so ɔmo se ɔmo bɛyɛ ama ɔmo akamu a na kyerɛ sɛ ɛno so ɛbɛboa ɛna afei so taxes bi a NDC foɔ hunu sɛ ɛyɛ nuisance taxes a ɔmo se ɔmo bɛyi afiwa saa covid levy ɛka ho bi ɛno so ɔmo timi yɛ a wɔfa megye sɛ ɛnka ɛbɛboa paa ɛna afei so small businesses ɔmo se ɔmo bɛyi VAT no afi wɔn so wɔfa hwɛsɛ afei na wo fefe adwuma afei na wo hyase na sɛ bi ababa a wakuma a ɔno kɔ school of arts na ne first play a ɔkɔ ɛwɔ National Theatre tax ɔde bɛto abɔnten so sɛ ɛno ne tax nko a yɛgye ababa a wo afei na wo hyase ɔfefe ne taxes nko a wo tua na ɔkasa mu ni na ɛti akoma almost 200 million ɛna na wo so tua enti so omutimi yi sa taxes we e free small and make say new businesses no so a megiri sɛ ɛno so so ɛbɛboa ɛna afei so ɔmo se debt management reforms businesses ne bi wɔ hɔ no mo bibi nti wabɛdeka na kana wakɔde no na yasoma VR4 AGR4 no ɔmo de krado akɔto store no adwumayɛfo a yɛ adwuma wɔ hɔ no mpo deɛ so ɔde abanka ɔmo de otua ɔmo kanti ɔmo adwuma da so wɔ hɔ ɔno ankasa nso didi ade nti na yɛmpɛ kwan yɛbɛfa so ɛni nipa no bɛyɛ nhyehyɛeɛ bɔsome so a wotua wo new tax na ɛbɛba na kadada no na watua mu 10% kakra no ontua wie kyɛn sɛ de bia ne yɛde krado akɔtom ɔmo so ɔmo de nhyehyɛeɛ bi bɛba a yɛbɛyɛ debt management reforms a no ɔbɛmo watua okano wabra umre ena afei so mesan ete eye implement kwan ombefa so a omobehwe se ombenya office a no omude be se adwuma no ena afei sustainable economic buffers kwan befa so a wo ye adwuma mpo na se ekaba bedi wanima na wo hie sika enkoba se de bia na akobon krofo punum akwa bosia na mo kwan a befa so obenya emoa wajuma no ebetinya tawachi eno so ewo hanom ena afi so wo se wo behwe kon befa so a Ghana aban sika yantungu basabasa obehwa friends say enfanto okujeto black wade ye se yeti we yesi sika nso ye nti to de bi kura na ye beye mpuntunwuma ye kwaje bosia wa abonten na ye nya sika akoba amena se edi sika cathedral okujeto ablakwa ne example a ode ma ye no se wo mo bebo ho ban a wo mo maga na sika enwunu nko ena afo se value for money se ye be fa sika ama obi so won fa nya adwuma na obehwe adwuma wo ye so shed adwuma wo ye anya anka bibia ansi na so ni atam sika bebre ene ye de akwa wuram eno so wo so won behwe value for money ese ebeye adwuma pa ena afo so wo sesa wo hwe Ghana ye GDP size a ene Cote d'Ivoire no omoto so mienso ne number 1 ene ye kra podi atwa number 3 no ho kra ma Cote d'Ivoire ba bedi anim enti eno so mbehwe kwan wo mbefa so GDP ne mbetimi apagya wabra Ghana fo ankasa ye ho enkyere na omo business push na eno so omo de ba no eno so omo se ombehwe ama aye adwuma enti wo fa bebre ene ka we hu a omo se free senior high school policy na omo ewo hodada no ombe hyemo kena ama agina yie na afa so nkwada ekọ tertiary education no eno so eye grant enya bosia ye betwia e de ama schools no said ye be ya wo a wawie senior high school akwa wi tertiary mu no eno du won makokoko no wawuram enya afa na akwa pesika bia e de akwa wi tertiary education no mu ena afa so teaching hospitals wo fa so omo expanded ya enya sunyan ye regional hospital no musima ye no ye twem kura se nkoman ni teaching hospital omo fa ni kan se de beya omo kan beka bi e dia ma omo nti wo fa we ni bebre ye ka ho e na mete ye e wo manifesto ni mu adwuma
meso me TB
man kasa so ma
TB ye prof be bia me wo da bia da men shows what Professor Mills amen yo try be bia meso me tie ye ya eye me de eye JDM kasa no o se bola sesa ne daytime no oba ombehwa me atwam na o masesa se zoom lion se hwan ya se duo se wana chese ayi fi ya se fi anadwo na yensesa na daytime ya de a chen kofo asori konuma no na fe na bolaka ene trotro drivers ne ayi bus ne ayi yangoni uber ne boat fo ne taxis compete kwan so wo beduru na hanu matwoku na kwan na si adaya bolaka esi ho no wo se nwura waje kwan boso yediam so ombe adwuma na adwo
na wo fa wo te trotro mu a aye mana bolaka di wanim
di wanim no oyi bigu awurade oyi bigu so enti JDM 24 hour economy no mu no na bolaka no ebetimi aye adwuma na adwo enti ade bechi ye bedanwane no na enwura ba kwan no mu ne nya na o ma bezara adwo enti wo hwa formation ode bae no coach ye 133 unse coach bia wo kwan ofa so a ebu won ma 442 na say goalkeeper no demo no defense for no say we bia say what 442 no ya what ase
I say ebasa na ye ma defense no na nipa 4 wo akire ho na medal no so no ye ja nipa 4 ho na fi ye yitu wani mu wo mu no kwa kwose
na ye ni Manchester for your coach wa senti wani do obo 3-4-2-1 enti
ibo ba ko fere ko so
ba ko fere ko shego enti ne say no kwa say Brighton for ashe Manchester 2-1 wo share JD information no a wono no wo share wontimi share no 133 asia no say adwuma ne ya ba ko for example e bi adwuma ba ko Angel FM ya adwuma 1 enti adwuma ne ya 1 afa 3 ekuta 3 shifts system na chesi achiche emu biensa for example ebi ba anopa ebi bawia ebi enuntina na people focus so they say they work at this other tempo dada enti ebi ba anopa ebi ba nwumbre na chese yenya 3 shifts ana 3 no a edi akire ho no eno so eye 3 people working na chire say wenum ba akire na ba ye no na ma pon na mo makwaje ma home na wenum so aba no so ko enti eye 133 one job 3 shifting system 3 people and one 24 hour economy to sure 24 hours in the day no e kwan na ba bia so ho ye ni nyina be productive ti no na NPP for no question NDC say na saa 24-hour economy a wo ka say be fan say adwuma ba ko adwuma no kra na nipa wo mu na yesan and e bi create me pon 8 hours no a in most cases the adwuma no mo pon wi a de aka no wo ba ne den and na JDM enso e kire ne ne say e ba sa e behia more employees let's say when the jobs no be ba no enam say ekuta 8 hour each no ntino even say adwuma ba ko 8 hours no enkofu bi ba be 8 hours na di nkan no enti the next 8 hours na aka no say no next a creative vacuum bi wo ho eni ho ye hwe enti JDM say no na be ma enwuma baga na no enti obefa adwuma ifa mo so abefele sa
enti ya kan say ofa Adonko company to de bia na your drinks Cote d'Ivoire for twen yen
Nigeria for twen Burkina for tribunum
omukwa no pa nwumre no omapo no du machines no na dan ne da hokwa enti no in that case nipa dodo na omo ba no pa no enti omo ba pon a na nka new group of staff nso so aba
so
omo so abeto so
production gusu
na production ne to so sa na omo so be pon na fofra ba anadwo nti anadwo fo mrebe so no na anopafo nso so aba na che say it keeps running nti nka adwuma ye de 3 days na be ye no sanka tete na nka ba anopa ne apon awia apon ye ba ne apon ne ba miensa no sa miensa no within the 24 hours ne atimi aye
ni nyina what it means so no say be fan say bia the first 8 batch no a be fan say bia ka Adonko company limited na omu nyina ya spread warm ebia the whole day no this time ye pia omu nyina munye 8 hours ntubo say gidi ewie pe mapon moko oh say adwumayefo no womko no nta adwumayefo na asa afedi e sa be fa adwumayefo foforo nti omo nye unemployed no mu ofie no na wo say Adonko company limited e sa fa adwumayefo
ni bi ka ho
no mso be ya another 8 hours womo so apon ko na another 8 hours bi so last 8 hours na aka no womo so bia night for e sa fa adwumayefo nti wo beto wani no na afedi a create more jobs
into a financial say en fane say Adonko company limited say minipa 300 and a war factory wo mo ye adwuma dada omo shift no mbeye omo pon mo 8 hours na ya be see for another 300 a omo ba be replace o my the
same job
na omo so apon na ya see anya another 300 omo so ba be ya anadwo aye ato adwuma ko na so na fei tetefo na omo so ba anopa epon awia no omo so asan aba no mo so ato aso na che say adwuma no is not ending na mom your production no e kwa animu
sad na no message me ntwa no ananu ya which is also true practical that is the case na Adonko next level a short na enkranfo bompempe say wo mo dia short in fact me ankasa me sie form kwa wura na ediba bi kwa na dana twede enti wo be ha na bi kra mpo no a materials wo ho na adwumayefo no na e bia enso into this time no anka hafo na ye na de bi to aso boss de bia no product no ya available employees adoson hours they are making use of the available hours no yen said dan kwa enti na che say sa na odi ekire mu na afei ade ba konso yen so a omobo omusempa sachuwa and say what bibi ba was your friend say operation recall all loot so ho na che say sika manfo bi adie nyina no obegini nyina saba and afei state assets register aban no jede maban no de beba no Ghana dopadie nyina ye bebobo no de agum enti se kutawa otampe okay Ghana sase da achimota forest Ghana sase
forest enim say 50
acres na ya record enti obia ye privy to this Ghana dwapade no enti obi ntimi fancy enti se ya se Ghana dwapade 50 acres bi da atiwa na ewo mu na bia 3 months bi 6 months bi ya besa akohwe na afede adane 30 acres ya
na ehun se 20 no wo hen
ewo hintin sam trefo ye passe ye befa ye be mamanfo be 20 minutes bi na wo ma afre na wo ma aka bibi adane pase yansa nanso wen ma mpontem nti ye wo kwan kakra bu ha pase benza nti se twa na kire se e bia Ghana for ya sase bi da ahare mo 50 acres e kire ye kromu a yenkɔhwe adane 30 acres nti nsamtwerɛfo yenya bibia gyina so ye kobusa institutions ya wo mo hwɛ saa wo mandwa padense se adaye fa na 50 acres e de na aka 30.
Okay. And now, some Okujocha Black ones also can say, Omuba make sure said the implementation of information, right to information,
Act, no.
A bayer, Juma ye, said ya bayer, when you benya to me, you benya to me, Bisa, been to me, can't you say, Yam fam, Unya Bisa, ya, Menemon Casa, Debbie,
Anti Anna Cobra, obetche the entire Combra, Nian Combra da Bay. Ne no nso etefidie akasa abusuafo Ministry of Lands and Lands and Natural Resources Ghana dwapade asase ka bi da hanmo forest bi da hanmo mine bi da hanmo ye hunu se soate ye kobusa wo soafo no anasa asoye se omunchire mu a wo mse ye mra brada ye meji mu aye nti ye brada be kwa koji mu aye na ba na Ghana for aye abreast with what is happening in the country.
Sure.
Yeah, ye mie lands no obetimi afre land de mawe na manifesto no obefre 059 44 mamnye se kwana nye simple 059 449 5499 ofra na senia manifesto no koye no de opa se ubuse bia wa antini yi a ye ne menisa chiwa wa hayetie ye betimi a kire omu yi o bibi so ka fa ho so a eno so betumi aka number ne bia ye 059 449 5499 na afi yenemu anso atwetwe nkomo kakra na ade ba ko so ambesan peye ewo ene presentation ho say omo the time eye adwuma na JDM wo bon to fa bi no jama ne sector officers no
sure
se ma bon to fa wie enti mu meshem enti erekopoku ba obefa agrek dito wa sifom okudjota black obaye ababefa governance and foreign affairs Dr. Atofo Simba ababefa finance na afi Dr. Mahama no wanya kwan home so ho enti utimi say mama kwa homa nso mra hello good evening mse monye ne ye emayen enti woyiri saa no afi na chese esifom na nya sa se ba akofo no nko an ya load bibi agunu so sa
aso an sa no nko an na fokan enti wa mere
you see ebio o say brofo economic jargons sure. Economic indices inflation ayi hwan ani wenu nyina kweka ni nyina gu hon mo a na ye sore koye ensam trafo anya bre ensam trafo nya bre on betimi a chechirim se se om wie omopon ye o say yanya bre yesa chechiremu ama manfo atimi ate ade na sie na usomu na we ba akofo bejo no aka wonu kwa kasasa
40 something pages
we ye 8 pm kobo 9 afena na NPP fo apon etu we no obi abre
ebi mu kra media stations ebi kwa ntimi
amfani nyina ye de se afie ye ja ayi ye ne aduma ye de ye fefra no pa kosi ye ekosi omupone ye enti sana communication etie o ya wo kasa no waja kwan waja window kakra to ho na asamtwafo so etimi apense mu e de aboa because sania audience no esi ete ye kasa no se no musiti yase no na yensa anya politicians no omo efa asem no yie ya ila mo hwe ase line no atimi ayeye a enti ho no ekoyie pa line no okay yesi anya challenge kakra wo ye telephone no so enti no ye nye na setwa sa bra na ebo no nsia pepepa na yapon na foforo yakochichire mu ye beko ye various platforms akochichire mu ewo ho
wafa bako ka ye ne se ombe farm banks irrigation ni ade akuafo eye kua na nso kwan omofa so pete wo mo no baye so no ama wo mu kua yo no ntimi nkwani mu no wo mo de bibisa beba se de be wo betimi anya bie na aboa makua adwuma atimi akosoro afei wo se the size of government no so ni ministers ene na appointees no so aburo sokra na ye aduosia 60 emro so mpa ho enti no so wo de aba a se article 71 hotel holders no so kamia kwa so mo ni aban akatua adwuma yefo akatua no ye nso ne adamu no so dodo enti no so oba ombehwe asiesie se de be obi nsisi bie na ni nyina ebekọ pepepe afi so obesi hospitals all regions mantambia ombesi ayaresabia ho amamafo apomuden atimi akọ animu na afi so obesi trauma hospitals enkwanhia si a enya ya asabia yefun obi yam kan sesi a ede no kọ no na wo se ede no kọ enti no so ombe biem se de be ye beboa na afi so teaching hospitals so kan wase medical aka children hospitals so wase ombe biem amomo empa bebre se de be benya baby ahye enkwada ne emfa nkwada enka empanifo na no wafa we dia mi ankasa akawe me ko honom kwasiada na najo me de small boy ya ne ko ye doctors na ya de omo ye adwuma o empani ho
hwe
enti mkokodu ho no empanifo a wo mo yare e de drip asi wo mo so te akonwam yekobisa children's ward say empower ho na wo say empani ho aka emotofo 20 within 21 days no mo de kuma bi na ware bra ye onimachi a we de
ko jira ko po na empon
enti na say obeda ho de agisa wo ma me no tena plastic chair mu no what obana tena on so wahu enti no ha adwen the doctors here health service workers no omo are ready so ombe ye adwuma na kan nuoma omo de ye adwuma no eno ne ha adwen penti ma memo akawe doctors ne nurses ne adwumafo ho na ba so omo ye adwuma kama pa enti eno wo se obehwe ama aba na afi so say restoration of student loan na afi omo pay kwan ye fa so etua loan no eno so oba obehwe se ebegida pintin ama students kwa akwaji loan de hwe no a eno omre kra na free senior high school policy no so eno ye de kan aka ho asem se John Dramani Mahama so oba obehwe se ebetimi agya ne naso eyie eno eye nsem a eno so wode etu edwa ebi na afi so wo so ono ankasa ne nkrofo a ono mba ba ye adwuma no obema nani akomo ho pa so obi abebu nkonta frenchim enya se odi na chinti na ade wo ho so wo so obi anu aban agapade obenya biato sa aban agapade nti na bedi na chi osesan so enim sa wo ba bedi na chi na akopatra aban agapade bi ade wani agu a John Mahama sesan
wo so wo no ntimi nto aban agapade na yere lodi na ntimi nto bi ne ma no kra na omo kra nya politicians kra no enam se public nkofo nim se omo papa eye mampani ana so maame eye first lady nti no ye wo ma kwan kra ma ne ma kra nto obia ye nim se wo ye politician ana so wo ye politician kra mpo no a wo bata politician bi o wa ban mu no JDM so wampre ma nto Ghana dwapade bia anti ene Brian Champod de akutia no bepempem no pa enu achi nso no wo san e kan say eye government scholarship ye de be ma ahiafo ntina scholarship wo ho enti wono sikani no a politician no ono wo sika dada wo bi de no ni asan ye scholarship de ama ne ba asese wo faasefo ene wo mo yerenom ne wo mo mpranfo na ya san de scholarship am wo mo wo so wo ba wono ne busuani o wo aba mu wo ye hwan o scholarship wo nya bi ye hiafo de a ne nyina so ya de a eka ehu ebie sika bi obi anso adie bi anso no wo mo behwe na wa yire wo mo na wo san kan bibi se asa di wo se o se se baby a Ghana akoduro no eye poverty line no de baby a ye wo ehye bi a ye to e friend say poverty line se o man no ehia wo mo se die kra no a sa la ne de o cross de na asem ato JDM chese ye ka say na do NPP wo mo de Ghana abeto poverty line no ase
yes ye twam kra
ya tra ya dase kra ba no se no ye wam de wo hia ne ya wurase enti ni nyina no ba obehwe na watimi aye hu bibi na ba ko bi o kan die mum de na awre hu mum wɔsɛ Ghana wɔyɛ kyɛ sɛ ɔpersonalize nipa ɔman Ghana sɛ Ghana ɛyɛ nipa fa sɛ Ghana yɛ nipa na wɔkra no a wɔda ne mu no ɛsu ma awerɛhoɔ ahyɛ wɔkra no so ma ama wɔsɛ wɔkra no ɛsu wɔkra no ɛtetee enti wohwɛ Ghana ha yɛ wɔyɛ a obiara ɛsu na ɛno na okudwoto abla kwan so bɛka sɛ wɔhwɛ afrobarometer no a survey no a ɛbaeɛ no a ɛkyerɛ sɛ wofrɛ Ghanafoɔ nipa edu ebia at random ebia wonka bi akyerɛ mo na pɛkepɛke wɔn mepatwɛ ɔbra na afrɛ nipa du bua no na wobisa wɔn sɛ sisi asetena ɛkɔ sɛ ya emu nkono ɛsi nkɔ yie na emu ayɛ dene na kyerɛ sɛ 9/10 ɛno ɛyɛ adeɛ a ɛda hɔ na kyerɛ sɛ ɔman no asɛe ɛkɔ akyiri pa na ne nyinaa nso ɔbɛhwɛ ɛho asɛm na waka afei asɛm baako wɔkae ne sɛ sɛ MPP aban Nanado mpo de so mpo de wɔkɔ dada enti aka Dr. Baumia ɛne ɔmo aka no sɛ Nanado hwɛ ne sɛ onyan starte ne handing over note a wɔnhyɛ aseɛ ntwerɛ ɛfiri sɛ ɛfiri saa bere ɛkɔsi December 7 deɛ ɔmo twem mutam bɛkɔ nti wɔntwerɛ na n'adwuma no mu nya ha then yɛto aba no wie ya 7 January 2025 na kyerɛ sɛ ɔno JDM no wɔtena akonnwa so na Nanado ɛde ne handing over notes no ahyɛ ne nsɛm Jubilee House bɛba bɛbɛtu wei deɛ aka nie nkonnwa egu ha nie table egu ha nie cars wɔ ha nie kitchen hɔ nom mprete gu nie ne nyinaa sika ɛda Ghana accounts mu nie die nie yɛde ka wɔ ha na wɔnyɛ handing over kama na kyerɛ sɛ biribi aba no ɛno nso no nya wɔkan nti nsɛm no dɔɔso yɛbɛkɔ so ayi apɔne maako saa ɛde ama mo abɔ no nsia ɛha ɛna yɛde mo ɛsi ansa ɔfrɛ me Kwadwo Dixon mene
ɔhema Sachiwa
yɛmfa no aseɛ ɛma yɛ technicians ne producers a wɔn ɛbɛboayɛ na ɛfiri anɔpa ton ɛnura akora no kyerɛ sɛ yɛhyɛ aseɛ ma menka no saa ɛma ABN yɛkɔ bea hɔ nom ɛyɛ Biniba University of Education na venue hɔ no ɔmanfoɔ kɔtwetwe kɔmmɔ kɔɔ kurom wurawura mpɔtɛmɔ ne borɔno nyinaa so nyinaa ɛna afei studio ha nso ɛyɛ Felix ɛna wɔyɛ technical head a wɔhwɛ ma biribi akɔɔ soɔ ɛne wɔn boss gyebere baabi a wɔ bia mo abɔ dwuma papaapa wɔn mo ground so hɔ nso mekyerɛ Wonder Kwadwo ɔpɔn kyerɛ me ɛna afei Mubarak Yakubu ɛne mo amɔ hɔ nyinaa mo abɔ dwuma papaapa efie nso yɛ producers yɛ wɔ ha no mo mekyerɛ Nicholas Patrick Same mo amɔ bua nyinaa mo gu akyerɛ hɔ nyinaa mo abɔ dwuma papaapa ɛna atwu yɛsɛ atwu ɛnɛ atwu birthday ɔho sɛ
atwu logos
atwu kɔ workshop ɛna na mekyerɛ Obama mo yɛ no rough atwu wɔ kɔ workshop yɛde no kɔ training nti wɔkɔ
ɔma akyerɛ hɔ obi
nti na wɔtwe mmienu atwu atu kwan na wɔtwe mmienu yɛ a wɔkɔ technical training wɔmbra no wabenhye nti wɔn nyinaa wɔn a aka bi wɔbɛboayɛ na yɛma no recognition kakra ho aya
fresh
nso ɛna wɔkeka nneɛma si ani ɛna ɔpem soɔ wɔn nyinaa ɛbɛboayɛ nti yɛde mo ase papaapa yɛbɛsan aba bio na mobɛte yɛn ka abere a yɛkɔ yɛn anim no awie
The Election Eye. The Election Eye. The Election Eye. The Election Eye.
Ready for something refreshing and great tasting for your kids' enjoyment?
Ejo Cola.